everyone. We're going to do the first impression of this new Acer Aspire Vero. Now, this is one of those eco-friendly laptops that Acer are doing, and it's going to have this is my very first time meeting this computer as well too. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing of this computer. So first off, I'm just going to find where this place is going to. Thanks. So got one slip there, one slip there, and I think I've got some tape down this side as well. We're good now. All right, let's just take this one out. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Get that through. All right, let's have a look what we got. Again, we've got the Aspire Vero, and of course, as always, I always like to have a look at the power adapter. Of course, being a little bit different today, we're trying a different view just to see if this is kind of interesting or not. All right, what have we got here? We first off have our 65-watt power adapter, and uses the Acer sort of proprietary sort of plug, which is good to see. I'm sure this would probably more than likely have USB Type-C, and you can probably plug it in and through the USB Type-C and then have that charge for it. Now I've got the normal power cable here, and that's pretty much all there is from this side. Let's come and look on this down this side here. Okay, we've got down here. I'm going to just put this to the side and just have a look at what we've got down this side here. We've got anything special. We've got some sort of talking about, this is all cardboard stickers here. So just telling you of all documentation down the side here. Have a read of it later on. So this is all about trying to be recycle and have more sustainable as well too. So all right, I'm going to pop these two down this side. This here is a made 100% recycle PET. Well, recycle PET is plastics that is recyclable. Oh, sorry, I've just moved that. So again, we've got everything here talking about recycle as well too. It was 85% recycled pulp from soil ink, and let's have a look. That's interesting. 100% recycled plastic bags as well. Okay, we are basically reusing a lot of the stuff. All right, let's just move this down to there. Now this could be a bit of a, sorry about that. All right, look, wow. Now straight away we can feel the texture of this is a little bit different to your usual laptops that I would see, and this is what I was really after have a look at, is this plastic. Now this is, it's not like a very rough sort of, it looks got a bit of roughness to it, but it's actually not that rough to it. It's got a nice little friction to it, and it's good to feel good grip to it as well too. I do like this kind of recycled kind of color scheme. It's got a bit of like a green, yellow, and a bit of gray in there. But overall, it's kind of like those, I'm not sure if you guys have done it, but back in my days, we did a bit of recycled paper where we actually did it ourselves at school, and you get that sort of texture as well. And that's what this sort of texture of this built inside looks like as well too. Now I can also feel the plastic on the top end. That's more your traditional plastic there, but definitely that is a little bit different to that. Now looking on the back end side, you've got the same sort of thing as well, talking about saving the planet. And then we've got some rubber down this side here. I can see straight away there's a big heat sink on the back end here, and then we've got two fans I can see from down there. Now this is an i5, which is Intel Core 11th gen here. And let's open this up and have a look at what we got. Oh, it's already turned itself on. Now I'm just going to move this out of the way. Wow, look at that. Now this is probably a fingerprint reader here on this side here. And now the actual trackpad I can straight away see, it feels straight away, is actually quite smooth. Not what I was expecting. And it's actually a nice decent size here. And then again, we're carrying away this. I actually don't mind the feel of this plastic here, and also the texture of it. It's actually quite nice. It's going to last for quite a long time. I can feel the durability of this for, having this be moved around. You slowly feel like plastic is smoothing down, but this one here, I think this will stay quite nice. Quite a good texture to it as well too. For us, so nice. Even the keyboard spacing for the palm rests, as you can see, that's nice here as well too. And of course, they have changed the E and R to talk about the reuse and recycling, just to give it a little bit of a special touch to it as well too. Now, just feeling each keys, it is quite smooth. Each texture of each keys is smooth. We've got quite a bit of key travel as well. It's more of a softer type of key travel rather than that really hard bounce back. It's a little bit more softer type, but still quite a bit of key travel here we can feel. And there's quite a bit of spacing in between as well. It's good to see they've got the number pad on the right hand side. This keyboard is very similar to the TravelMate P4 that I just recently did a review, and if you haven't checked that out, I'll put a link in the description below, and you'll see pop up from there as well too. So that has everything looks very similar in terms of the keyboard, the arrangement as well too, and it is nice. And you got that half size sort of trackpad, number pad, which is nice to see on the right hand, and keeping that as well too. So this is a 16-inch. Now have a look at this thing here. Now I can just do one finger test to see how the hinge goes, and it doesn't take too much effort to start, and then it pretty much grips all the way through, and it's gripping quite a lot down here, and then it goes on here. Now all it does is probably what I would say this would be probably about 130 degrees. That's as far as it goes, and I can see straight away that the exhaust is sitting on the behind the display here. Now while I'm at it, we're going to have a look at the sides. Let's have a look at the ports. We've got the headphone jack, the USB type A, that looks like to be USB 3.2 Gen 1 port, and then there's nothing at the back here. We've got USB type C port, and then we've got two USB type A ports. That's 3.2 Gen 2 ports. We've got a HDMI port and Ethernet port, which is great to see. And we've got the AC power, which is so all quite nice. And even feeling that is good. Aspire Vero, very nice touch to us overall. I've got the computer quickly set up, so we'll have a quick listen to the speakers. So I'm just going to press play. And let's bring the volume to 100%. There's only two speakers that are located in the front. All right, surprisingly, we got quite high, good volume out of the speakers. Now, as for acoustic wise, you can probably hear it does pretty good for two speaker system here. As for the mids, they're nice and strong, and they actually got quite a nice ambient reverb for it. And for the bass, well, the bass, it is pretty much using those two speakers to try to produce those bass, so we're not getting that nice thumping low bass. It is trying to produce some sort of bass, but not really that crazy low bass there. Highs, nice, and it didn't really distort that bad at all too. So overall, speakers, I'm actually surprised. I actually quite enjoy them as for a business computer from the Acer Vero. So not too bad, pretty good. Very similar to like I think the actual TravelMate P4 had a little bit more better, deeper, balanced sounding bass because it had a 4-way speaker system. That was upwards firing, this is downwards firing for it. But still, a very good, not bad speakers. I can't complain too much about the speakers. They're not the amazing, but still quite decent speakers here. I would be okay with listening to while I'm out and about, if I'm doing a video conference, as well as if I'm just going to do consume some multimedia while I'm outdoors as well too. So that's a decently loud. Overall, with the screen as well, now this is a matte style display. Again, it is a 16:9 aspect ratio, and I didn't have too much glare coming from it, so I've got quite a bit of a light coming through it. As you can see, I don't have too much crazy glare from that at all, so overall, I think the display is doing pretty decent as well too. Alright, this is just a quick first impression look at this Acer Aspire Vero. Now, I'm quite liking the actual material itself, and it feels quite nice as well too. Definitely quite a cool computer. And I hope you enjoy this little bit of different of first impression. If you did, even to support my channel, smash that like button for me. And if you hadn't already subscribed to my channel by hitting that subscribe button on the screen, I do upload a new video every week. And as always, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.